Hello, everyone. This is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I love to come live to show you what's been going on in my craft room. Lots of things. I've been doing some Christmas in July, trying to pretend it's winter while it's record temperatures here in Arizona, but we're putting up with it and making the best of it. We live for the other 9 months. So I've been spending some time in my craft room, like I said, with Christmas in July, working specifically with some online exclusives that just went live last Wednesday for customers. And I know you're going to want to get your hands on this. Today, I have a fun fold for you. We actually made this card during my team meeting last night. We have a mystery stamping component of our meeting where I just give card measurements, and then we make the card together. Everybody uses different products and has different ideas. So it's kind of fun to see what everyone came up with. So I'll show you the card that I did, and I was able to make a couple of additional samples. If you missed me live, be sure to watch the replay or check me out on YouTube, as well as my blog at KimPlaysWithPaper.com. There are measurements over there and the video replay as well. So let's pop down, let's stamp, let's see what's going on this morning. All right, so I'm using the Greetings of the Season stamp set. This is an online exclusive, meaning that you won't find it in a catalog, but you will find it online. You just go to StampinUp.com or ask me for a link. I'm happy to send you a link, and you'll find a bunch of brand new products. What I love about this is that you can build some sentiments like Happy New Year or Happy Christmas, Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all kinds of different possibilities. But I think the star of the show for me is the designer series paper. It's the Season of Green and Gold designer series paper. It's specialty, and it's true to its name. It has all kinds of gold accents, and I'm ripping open my brand new package that just came yesterday, and I'll quickly show you the elements. And actually, these designs can be used outside of Christmas as well. So that's the first design with gold on it. Some dots over here. Hello, Gina. Thanks so much for joining. If you pop in, say hi. Tell me where you're from. Tell me if you're experiencing what kind of weather. The coordinating dies, die cut the pieces of the designer series paper. Some more greens, some really amazing gold, gold diamonds, greenery. Again, the designer series paper, the dies cut these two. You need to hand cut that one. But just gorgeous green and gold images. This is a favorite, these gold leaves and green on the back. So you can see they're pretty versatile. So that's what you get in that Season of Green and Gold specialty designer series paper. I'm so excited. I'm throwing things all over the place. Hey, Sue, thanks so much for joining. Glad you could watch. All right, let me show you the card that we're going to be making today. Hey, Deb, how are you? This is, it's called a diamond fold card. So you can see I did use the Season of Green and Gold designer series paper. And the sentiment from Greetings of the Season, may your holiday season be filled with warmth and cheerful celebration. So let me put one of these together with you. Let me grab all the elements. And like I said, if you missed some of the measurements, hop on over to my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com. So if you want to make this card, hey, Tammy, how are things? If you want to make this card at home, you'll need a piece of cardstock that measures 11 by 4 1/4. And then you're going to need your Stampin' trimmer or a scoring tool. And I'll need the arm out with that. And remember, with the trimmer, Stampin' trimmer, one blade is the trimming blade and one blade's a scoring blade. So you want to be sure to use the right one. Ask me how I know that. So the first score is going to be at 5 1/2. So basically just making your card in half. And then the next score line is at 8 7/8. Hey, Carol, thanks for joining. So I'm going to the 9 inches and then gonna back, if you're using the Stampin' trimmer, you back off to the second little notch. And then I'm going to score there. I'm going to keep the trimmer out because I need to make a quick little cut. Hey, Wendy, Minnesota's having a wet summer, I see. All right, and just doing some really quick folds. Hey, Chris, thanks for joining. We are making a diamond fold card with Greetings of the Season stamp set and the gorgeous Season of Gold and Green Designer Series paper. All right, so now that I've kind of folded that, you see where that goes. I need you, the next step, you're not playing, you don't have the directions, but you can make this at home, and I'd love to see what you make, because it's actually, once you get going, it's really easy. You get your ruler out on this 4 1/4 side, and you're going to just measure right in half at 2 1/8, and I'm going to make just a little mark like that, so I know what the half mark is. Hot and dry. I definitely know what that's like. Okay, so then you put this little end in your trimmer, and you see that little dot that we've made here. We're going to line that up in the cutting groove. Like I said, we did this card at my team meeting last night, and I'm not even sure I remembered so I'm lining that dot up with here, and then I'm lining it up with that fold line down here, and then I'm going to just take that little bit of a triangle off there. So I'll turn it around and do the other side. Hey, Colleen, thanks so much for joining. And then I'm going to do the same. I line up that tip in the cutting track along with my fold line here, and take off that triangle. So that's how what's involved in making that fun fold. Let me show you a reminder of what that card looks like. This is another version, basically the same. So that's what we're working toward for this card. And then I'm going to get out some pieces of Designer Series paper. Our first one is 2 by 4, and grab some adhesive for that. And I have just 2 examples of other cards I quickly put together. That's how fast these come together once you get the measurements. But the Designer Series paper is so gorgeous, and that really, really helps. So the 2 by 4, I'm just making sure there's a little 1/4 of an inch around there. Hey, Mary, thanks so much for joining. If I missed you, I'm sorry. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. When this Facebook Live is over, I go and answer all questions and say hello. So this basic white piece measures 3 1/8 by 4. Hey, Brenda, thanks for popping on. 3 1/8 by 4. If you have a sentiment you want to stamp on the inside, this would be the time you want to do that before you put it inside, unless you're really confident. Thanks for sharing this video. So this is where you write your message. Then I have 2 pieces of the Designer Series paper measuring 3 1/8 by 4. So it's easy. You just, I cut the piece at 4 by 12, and then I just measured out the little ones that I needed, and it came together quickly. So trying not to hoard this paper as much as I love it. It's gorgeous. So I'm using it up. And then this other piece, that 3 1/8 by 4, just fits right here in this piece, in that little section right there that we've made. So then I do have a piece of the same cardstock. I might have forgotten to mention that I am using Old Olive as a base. So this measures 3 by 3, and my basic white measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I do have my sentiment. I'll load it onto the block. I'll grab my Old Olive ink, and we're with the way of the card, we're going to make sure we stamp this way. And you can, like this one, I added a little bit of extra piece of Designer Series paper. If you want to do that, you can actually, like this card is really flexible. You can do anything you want with it. So with these big stamps, bigger stamps, I love to just stamp from above, tap, tap, tap. I should have my Stampin' Pierce mat out, but I think I can get it. Otherwise, I have another side of the paper that I can use. So I'm just going to, there we go, press down evenly and firmly. Hey, Colleen. Is anybody starting your Christmas cards in July? Anyone? Lots of different stamp sets to use. I love how that is. So I think I will, hey, Nancy. I'm just going to attach that. And then I have a little trick I want to show you with some ribbon. So that's our little diamond. Just fits right in here like that. And then because I'm not really, I want to be careful about my adhesive, I'm going to put my adhesive on this piece here. Fumble fingers this morning. I've already been out. You go out early. It was 90. All right. I'm gonna make sure I have it the right orientation. And then I'm just gonna line up these little points here. Press down. And there we have our diamond fold card. We do need some ribbon. I don't know if you've seen this ribbon in Stampin' Up's annual catalog, but it's iridescent striped trim. And I needed something with a little bit of color in it. So I'm grabbing Stampin' Up's, the Old Olive Stampin' Blend. I need something to hold it down. And I'm just going to use the brush tip to color my ribbon. And I just love this because I think that it makes it look almost gold. So I've colored this ribbon with cherry cobbler. It's just a neat little trick that if you can't find the color of ribbon that you're looking for, you can make your own with our Stampin' Blends. And it almost dries almost immediately. Okay. So fun little trick that I like to use there. So now I'm going, and always be sure when you use your blends, be sure to have something that's protecting your table, like the grid paper, because they do, it does seep through. So this is the iridescent striped trim. I thought I had the whole spool, but it starts out just iridescent. It's just plain, and then you can color it with any Stampin' Blend. And that is in the annual catalog. The ribbons are right about like one page. The ribbons and embellishments are at like 112, 113, page 114. So I go there a lot. I like my ribbons. I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming up as well in our holiday catalog, which goes live in September. So just fixing my bow here. Thanks for your patience while I tie. Just got to get it just so, right? And I'm going to grab just a little glue dot and put a glue dot on the back of that little knot. And just adorn that. See, it just brings, you probably can't see that, darn, but it just brings out that gold, and I just love it. I'll just trim it up quick. All right, and then of course I always need to have some little jewels. So here I'm using the Blooming Pearls. Lots of different colors. There is some old olive and peacock, but I am going to use the gold. I love the gold. Hey Pam, how's it going? Thanks for joining. All right, let's see. Let's put one of the, just give it some bling. I love bling. I have lots of jewels. So there is the diamond fold card. Super easy, super fun. Just imagine all the different designer series papers you can use with that. I did kind of allude to that. I did make this one. It was the Season's Greetings from the Greetings of the Seasons stamp set. Remember, you can find that online on the online exclusive, the Stampin' Up. So I just use a circle punch and then the stylish shapes dies. I did put together a couple quick samples this morning, different ones to show you. So I thought it was super fun fold. This is the other one with the citrus blooms and the Mediterranean blooms. I love designer series paper. That's I don't think it's a problem, but Mediterranean blooms and designer series paper, and I just cut that, die cut that out with of the designer series paper, and just the blue and gold ribbon. Just checking in. I know exactly who I'm going to send that to this morning. And then just one other one. Usually I have quite a few samples, but also, this one, just flying by to say hi. So it uses the Take to the Sky designer series paper and the Adventurous Sky bundle. So just super fun. They fit in one of Stampin' Up's regular envelopes, but just a different, if you need a reminder, it's the diamond fold card. If you need the measurements, look for my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com. And then this is the holiday card we made with the Greetings of the Season stamp set and the Season of Green and Gold designer series paper. So thank you so much, everyone who popped in, for saying hi, for sharing, for spending a little bit of your morning with me. I appreciate it. And have a good rest of the day, week, and weekend. And we'll see you next time. Until then, happy stamping, everyone. Bye-bye.